Alright, welcome to the channel guys. My name is Florence, you're watching Digit, and in this video we'll be reviewing the latest HP Pavilion Plus 14. This laptop right here. Let's roll the intro. This right here is the newly launched HP Pavilion laptop, and this is the slimmest HP Pavilion laptop till date. Now this is a performance-centric thin and light laptop that comes with a lot of bells and whistles. To name a few, it has got a quad HD webcam. Yes, this can record videos at 1440p at 30 FPS, and also for video calls, this is literally the best internal webcam that I've seen in a good long time. The 5 megapixel camera in this one is just great. Secondly, big ups to HP for taking care of the environment, as they have chosen to use recycled aluminum for making the chassis of this laptop. Good job, HP. And thirdly, the screen in this one is just quality. Alright, let's take a step back and let's see what's inside the box. So inside the box we find some paperwork, a charging cable, a 90-watt Type-C fast charging brick, and of course the 14-inch thin and light HP Pavilion 14 laptop itself. Now since we were talking about its screen, let's focus on that. So it has got a TUV certified 2.2K IPS screen with an aspect ratio of 16:10, which is all facts, no cap, a great screen. As for the viewing angles, they are perfectly awesome, and the color accuracy in the screen is at 100% on the sRGB color gamut, which indeed means that for people who want to do some color grading work or do some hardcore Photoshop or even consuming content, this is absolutely like a blessing for anyone who wants to do those kind of work. Not to mention that the brightness is at 300 nits, although it can go up to as high as 400 nits when needed. The build quality, as mentioned earlier, is entirely made out of recycled aluminum, which is why there is almost no flex on the body of the laptop. The top looks pretty plain with the HP logo in the center. The bottom has these stickers which show that it has Windows 11 and Microsoft Office pre-bundled. Then there is this ventilation grill and these two down-firing B&O speakers, which are fairly loud. Here is the sound test. Having a look at them ports, so here we see a plethora of those. On the left side we have an audio combo jack, a USB 3.0 Type A port, and a micro SD card slot. On the right hand side we have another USB 3.0 port, a full-size HDMI 2.1 port, a Type-C port, and a Type-C port that is both 10 gigabit ports. Unfortunately, these are not Thunderbolt ports. Next up is the keyboard, which is not a full-size keyboard, hence the keys are decently bigger in size. They also do have a good travel distance in them, and which makes this keyboard a very user-friendly keyboard, and it can easily get used to for when you are using this thing. Similar is the case in the trackpad. It again is fairly large in size. Also, it's made up of glass, so you get this premium feeling while using this. Also, there is a fingerprint scanner. I almost forgot to tell you about this fingerprint scanner. It's just under this arrow keys, so it works great. Alright, enough already. Let's jump right on to the specifications of this laptop. Now this machine, as I said to you, is a main machine. It comes with an Intel Core i5 from the 12th generation, the H series processor, that is the 12500H, that has got the combination of 4 performance cores that are hyper-threaded and 8 efficiency cores which are non-hyper-threading. So total Milake has got around 12 cores and 16 threads. It has got 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM at 3200 speed and 512 gigs of NVMe PCIe Gen 4 solid-state drive and the Intel Iris Xei GPU. The battery capacity is at 51 watt-hour, which can give you an easy backup of around 5 to 6 hours. That too at the maximum brightness levels. Also, the laptop does support fast charging, as I was able to charge the laptop from literally 0% to 40% in just 20 minutes. The 90-watt charging brick that comes with this laptop is literally for the win. Now that we are done with the overall specifications, let's quickly have a look at the performance numbers. Pehle, gaming numbers. Both games that I have played on this laptop have been played at the resolution of 1080p. The first game was GTA 5 and I was able to get an average of around 52 FPS while the game was at normal settings, that is the low settings preset. And the next game was Valorant, and here I was able to get an average of around 116 FPS at again low settings. We also recorded thermals, and while playing GTA 5, the CPU temperatures remained well below 80 degrees Celsius, and when looking at the surface temperatures, the highest we recorded was 44 degrees Celsius on the right side of the keyboard. And here are the overall synthetic benchmarks on the screen right now. Now coming to the final word, what's good, what's bad, and whom should buy this laptop. See, the pros are all pretty clear. The battery is good, the screen is good, the webcam is good, the build quality is good, and also the speakers are decently loud too. But the cons do exist too. And when you actually go ahead and notice this thing, you will realize that the biggest issue that I feel in this laptop is the unavailability of Thunderbolt ports on this right side Type-C ports. Apart from that, the upgradability doesn't seem to be all that great in this laptop. Like, you cannot upgrade the RAM, and in case you want to expand the storage, you have to replace the storage, and that is an issue. I also feel like there is a lack of a dedicated GPU on this laptop. I mean, I'm not saying that the Intel Iris Xe GPU is bad, although if they would have given us something like an MX GPU, that would have been just better. Now, it might be a thing that it was not physically possible for them to install a graphic card in this machine. Then at least they could have given us a Thunderbolt port. Now, coming to the final word, that whom should buy this thing, the answer is going to be pretty clear. Well, in case you want a laptop that is lightweight yet a very, very powerful mean machine, and you want a very super color accurate screen, and you are not a heavy gamer, then buy this laptop. Put it in your bag and literally say sayonara. But if in case you want to play high-end games on a thin and light laptop, then this is not the thin and light laptop that you should be looking out for. By the way, there are more thin and light laptops that we have covered on this channel. So click here and press the like button, get subscribed, and I'll meet you all in the next one.